It's pie day, pie day. Gotta throw yourself a pie day because, gang, pie days are an effective and amazingly masterful way for you to get in front of your clients, your database, your neighborhood, and give such good fodder so that you can have an amazing relationship and hopefully referrals and repeat business. My name is Eric Hatch of Hatch Broker by Real and Hatch Coaching, and I've been running Pie Days since 2011. In our top year, we gave out over 2,000 pies, being the biggest pie day in the history of this industry and all over the country, even here in little old Fargo, North Dakota. And we know so because Costco is the largest distributor of pies in the country, and they told us that we were the biggest one that they did. We were the biggest giveaway in the entire country. So whether it's true or not, I don't know, but I'm happy to say that we got to 2,000 pies, forcing Costco to purchase more ovens and employ a bunch of people just through that holiday season. So I want to give you 10 amazing tips and tricks that you need to be thinking of in preparation for your pie day. The number one first thing you need to do in order to execute a great pie day is you need to pick your date. You have to pick the date of when you are going to run the actual event. By the way, it's great to have people come to you, not for you to deliver all the pies. That becomes a logistical nightmare, but instead you go and have all the people come to you. So you pick the date, then add to your calendar all of the dates leading up to that, deadlines and invite days and the things that you're going to do to focus, especially if you have a team, in order to run this really well. Get it all on their calendars far in advance so that people can plan around that instead of having an excuse to get out of it. Number two, what you need to do is you need to find your sponsors and your partners. The partner would be, where are you going to get your pies from? Where are you going to get this giveaway thing? You can't just show up a week before and say, hey, I need a couple hundred extra pies. That creates mass chaos. Instead, you need to plan accordingly. You need to get your pricing set. You need to get your pickup set. And so that's the work that you do with your partners. Now, we run our pie day with a $0 out-of-pocket expense because we get great vendors. We get mortgage companies and title companies and inspectors and insurance agents and flooring companies and painters and HVAC companies, all to help share in the load. Here's how the conversation works. Hey, Mr. Lender, I have loved partnering with you over the course of the last year, bringing you a bunch of buyers. Have you found value in that relationship? Well, of course I have, Eric, they'll say. And I'll say, awesome. Listen, we're doing an event here on the Tuesday before Thanksgiving, and our hope is that you continue to partner with us because we're going to serve the clients that we just took care of over the last couple of years, and we're going to work on trying to get more business in the future. So do you want to continue to be a strategic partner with me so that we can grow each other's businesses? Yeah, put it that way, it's pretty hard to say no. We ask for anything $500, $1,000, $2,000, and we're making sure that we're very clear with our lawyers that it's buttoned up and that the marketing service agreement, the MSA, has all the right boxes checked on it. Make sure you do it right and that you honor the rules of our real estate commission. Number three, build your invite list. There's three things you got to think of. There's the mass blast, like everybody in your database. Are you going to invite everybody or are you going to invite some? It's a great way to engage people that maybe haven't raised their hand, and it's also a great way to serve people that are kind of on the fence. So, do you have a mass blast plan? That's email and text. You should be messaging them 3, 4, 5, 6 times before the event. It takes a lot. Second for your invite list is a neighborhood. If you're in a residential neighborhood, if you have good favor with the people in your area, you can put a sign up outside your office with a call to action. You can do door hangers, you can do door knocking, you can do a bunch of things in order to draw attention. It's so fun to have people from the neighborhood come and create community together, and you can be the one to create that. Number three is PCSOI, that's past client and sphere of influence. This is the most important group of all of them because these are the people most likely to refer you and that you're already in good favor with. The purpose of all of this is to build mind share. And so if you can build mind share with them and they're reminded, hey, I really like that person, they make me feel good, your chance of winning and getting referrals and repeat business is that much higher. Now, the mistake so many people make is when they transactionalize these people. What I mean by that is you mass blast only to the people that are in your past clients and sphere of influence. People that you have a great relationship with, people that you've sold and bought houses with before. If they just get copy and paste messages from you, I think it leaves a bad taste in their mouth. So you send some customized voice memos and some videos and then some copy and paste text messages. And you do that and you follow my plan. And by the way, I will give you all the details of the plan. If you follow my plan to execution, you'll have people loving and raving about you. Number 4, here we are, is create your sign-up form. That sign-up form is best used in our experience with a simple Google form. It all drops into a Google Doc. You have everything and all the information that you need there. And in fact, we will give you the exact copy and paste form so you don't have to go and create the wheel and recreate it. Number 5, design your graphics and your marketing materials. Now, this isn't essential that you have beautiful graphics and marketing materials, but what I've always found is like a picture of me holding a pie with a big old smile on my face is a better thing to include with the marketing than just words and text. So if you are going to create fun marketing around it, I think it's awesome to put video and to put your face on things as often as possible. Number 6, love this one. It's probably my favorite. Partner with a nonprofit organization. You have people coming to you from all over your area, and they're coming to get a $6 pie. They're actually driving 20 minutes one way, 20 minutes the other, when they could have just picked it up at Costco or the bakery, and it would have been much easier. But they're coming because they care about you. And if they care about you, they probably care about the things that you care about. So find great partnerships with a nonprofit organization. Maybe it is a local food shelf, and so you encourage people to bring some food. Or maybe it is a children's shelter, so it's socks and bedding and all those things that are needed. You send out details a couple of days before in the reminders that you're sending people. And I've seen people come and get their $6 pie and they bring $50 worth of goods. Number 7, you need to create an invite plan and a cadence for that. I will give that to you. I'll give you a document that says this is when you're supposed to contact people, how far out in advance, and this is what you're going to say. Number 8, you have to have a communication plan for those that say yes. Now you're going to invite 2, 3, 4, or 5 times in order to actually capture all the people. You can't just send it once. You got to layer it. Well, once the people have said yes, well, you should be treating it like your dentist treats it, right? Like a week before and 2 days before and the day before and the day of and the hour before when they're supposed to be there. You send them reminders. You give them little nudges. You let them know of the nonprofit that you're partnering with. You hype it and you tell them how excited you are to see them. Feel free to give great short little messaging there, and I think people will really appreciate it. Otherwise, you can expect a no-show rate of 15 to 30%. If you just send out like one reminder message, most people will forget. Number 9. Secure a venue. If it's not at your office, if it's at your office, great. Secure a venue and design the day of details. It's like orchestrated chaos with all those people coming and going. And are you providing them with donuts and drinks? And are you just hosting? Do your team members know when they're supposed to be there? When do you set up? When do you take down? What do you do with the pies that are left over afterwards? Goes to a nonprofit. But have all these plans in place to make sure you orchestrate things long before the event actually happens. And finally, number 10, design a plan for capturing reviews when people are there on site, and then also have a plan afterwards for how you're going to work on getting referrals. It is a magic touch to get some referrals if you do this the right way, but you don't say, hey, who do you know that's looking to buy or sell? You instead, afterwards, after they attend the event, you call them and you thank them like a week later. Like, hey, Tony, thanks for coming. And Tony's like, yeah, for sure. It was great. And you're like, hey, you were going to your in-laws. How did that go? Oh, it was rough. Okay, sorry, bro. Hey, Tony, would you mind if I called you next week? I want to have like a 2-minute business conversation. And Tony says, sure, I'd love to have a business conversation. Because what you're doing now is you're framing a new conversation. If you hijack and he comes to the client event and you say, hey, Tony, here's your free pie. By the way, do you know anybody looking to buy or sell? That feels pretty gross. That's event hijacking. That's relationship hijacking. And so instead, ask for, after you've earned the right to ask for the business appointment, ask for a business appointment. And here's how the call goes. Tony, listen, I have some huge goals for this next year, and I'm wondering if you want to be a part of helping me to reach those. Because here's what happened. I had a buddy the other day say that they referred me to work with their team member, and I was really excited. But that team member never called me. I didn't even know their name. And I realized I had failed at teaching the people who are really important to me how to give me a referral if they think I'm actually worthy of a referral. And so, Tony, if you ever think that I'm worthy of a referral, is it okay if I teach you how to give me that referral? And Tony will say yes. And then you say, well, all right, here's all you got to do is when you know someone that's looking to buy or sell, would you make a 3-way text introduction? You, me, and that person. And I promise I won't drop the ball because your referrals matter a lot to me. And I want to make sure that I serve them well because it's a good reflection on you and it helps me to reach my goals. See, you have to have this plan in place, and the beauty is in the follow-up, but you have to execute all these things, this top 10 list, in really great form. Everything I just talked about and more, all the details I want to give to you. So what you need to do is you need to go find me on Instagram. I'm at Real Eric Hatch. That's Eric with a K. And you need to DM me 2 words, client event. That's all you DM me, client event. Nothing else in there because I have some great AI that'll take over. I'm going to give you my template. I'm going to give you my scripts. I'm going to give you all the things to say so that you can run the best Pi Day on earth.